We're heading up to Speyside. We're heading to the wonderful privately owned and independently owned Glenfarclas distillery. We're tackling today the Glenfarclas 105 cask strength. Is it any good? Let's find out, folks. Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to The Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another new week, another new video, another brand new video. And in today's brand new video, yes, it's the wonderful, it's the great, it's the powerful, it's the intense, it's the cask strength 105 from Glenfarclas. It's been around, it seems to have been around forever. I do believe it was the first ever single malt that was produced as a cask strength bottling way back in the late 60s. And it's been with us ever since. I have had a few of these bottles over the time, and yes, they have batch variation. There's a little bit of batch variation going on. I think initially when I had it, it was a 10-year-old age statement. This one we have at the minute is non-age statement, but I've checked out and I'm reliably informed it's up to about 8 years old, and it's matured in ex-bourbon barrels and ex-sherry barrels. So yes, looking really forward to this one, guys. So colour-wise on this one, that looks like a big dram, guys, but it's not. It's just a small glass. I've put a wee bit more in this today, folks, because I'm going to add a little bit of water to it later on. It's 60% ABV, so I'm going to try and do this one with water also. So, on the nose, it's rich. It's that beautiful, beautiful sweet sherry. Glenfarclas are renowned for those massive sherry bomb whiskies. I have reviewed a couple in the past. I've reviewed the 15 and I've reviewed the 12, the Dangerous Dram. What a dram that is. Don't take that on a fishing trip or a camping trip. So on the nose, guys, it's rich, beautiful rich sherry, sweet sherry. If you're a sherry lover like myself, this will be right up your street. Toffee, big toffee note, massive toffee note. It's even bordering on a little bit of treacle in there, that sweet sherry notes with the toffee and the treacle. Rich dried fruits, raisins, all the usual sherry dried fruit stuff's in there. The fruit cake's there, the raisins are there. It's a nice spicy nose. As you can probably notice, folks, it's 60% ABV. I think the 105 stands for the old British proof, but it's translated today, that's into 60% ABV. But you can easily get your nose in here. I've watched some videos of this in the past and people say they get nose prickle and nip, and I'm getting no nip here, guys, on this one. It's so easy to nose. Some bacon spices, a little bit of cinnamon. It's a little bit dusty. I think that might be down to it's a little bit dry and dusty, and maybe the dunnage has got something. They have some nice dunnage warehouses there at Glenfarclas. And there's a lovely, lovely sweet, fruity coffee in the back. Don't know if that makes any sense, but it's this fruity, sweet, fruity coffee. Guys, as you know, it's not about the nose. We like to sip whiskey from time to time on the channel. So let's have a little sip of this one. As usual, you know where it's going. It's got straight down the hatch, folks. Responsibly, of course. Wish me luck. 60% ABV. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Dry, spicy, peppery, massive explosion of red fruit, cranberries, raspberries, lots and lots and lots of red fruit, red cherry. It's spicy, it's peppery, it's dry, but the dryness doesn't kick around very long. It becomes really, really mouth-watering. Wow, what a dram. The raisins, guys, they're there. Those boozy raisins are there. So fruity, so spicy, so peppery, so intense, so powerful. But at 60%, yes, it's powerful. If you like your cask strength whiskies, then this is not going to put you off. The 60%'s not. So much flavour. As I'm going to show you later on, it mixes very, very well with water. So if you don't like it at that high at 60%, well, the advantage with this is it gives you a little opportunity to proof it down a little bit. try and pick out some more and dissect it a little bit. But this has got so much going on. It's as you really get into it. Let's have a second sip of this, folks, and then I'll see if I can pick anything else out. This is so easy to sip as well. I'm amazed. I know the 12 is dangerous, but this could be super dangerous. That second sip, it's still peppery, spicy. The high ABV still there, but it's so easy. It's gone nutty. That little bit of dryness as well with the nuts is maybe a little bit of dry roasted nut in there as well. The fruits are getting darker. Dark fruits, blackcurrant, maybe black cherry. The toffee's getting a little bit more darker. It's going to be a bit more treacle. Lovely, lovely toffee note through there as well. It's very, very nutty. It's absolutely wonderful. Those nuts now, as it goes through the development, the nuts are being a wee bit more, gone from dry roasted nuts to more caramelised nuts. So good. So much flavour. Well done, Glenfarclas. Let's do a little bit for the finish, guys, then I'll add a little bit of water to it. See how it does with water. Such a wonderful whiskey. It's long. It's super long finish. It's peppery. It's spicy. Yeah, so much spice. So much flavour all the way through this, folks. It's wonderfully, wonderfully flavoured. The sherry notes are there. It's spicy. It's sweet. A little bit of oak. Nuttiness is right through there to the end as well. It's nutty on the finish. Some caramelised nuts on the end. And it may be a little bit bitter on the end, but nothing off-putting. It's just a real interesting dram. It goes on for days. Let's see how's with a bit of water in it, guys. Let's do that. I know I don't do water very often, but this is 60% ABV. And I have tried it, so it's given me a chance. I'm going to go for a full teaspoon of water, guys. So this it takes it beautifully. Let's give that a little, as my mate Gav says, let's give it a little shuggle. Sorry, Gav. Wow. Okay, so it's still sweet. I think the water initially is bringing a wee bit more dryness to the nose, a little bit more dusty, that dusty character. But still spicy, real. Let's see what it does. Let's taste it. Wish me luck, folks. Okay, that water, it's proofed it down. It's took a wee bit more of the spice away. It's not as spicy as it was. It's not as punchy. But it's still all the fruits there, guys. The red fruit, the dried fruit, the fruit cake, the Christmas cake notes, the toffee. If you don't like it punchy and you don't like it high ABV'd, then you can spend a wee bit of time with some water this and proof it down to find your palate. All it does with the water for me, it just takes some of the spice off. Brings out more of the fruit, brings more of the boozy raisins, more of the dried fruit, more of the forest fruit. Lovely forest fruit note through there as well. So yes, if you like water in your whiskey, guys, then yes, by all means, this will take as much water as you like. I like it punchy, I like it hot, I like it the big whiskey drams. So, either way, I'm happy. I'm very thoroughly enjoying this. I've went through this rapidly, guys. I've not had this, I'd say, probably 2 to 3 weeks. Guys, what would we score this one? No hesitation. This is 89 out of 100. Value for money, it's up there. It's outstanding value. I paid £53 for this online. If you shop around, you may be able to get it round about the £50 marks. But for cask strength whiskey, 60% ABV from such a wonderful distillery like Glenfarclas, it's a no-brainer. It's 89 out of 100. This is always compared to the Aberlour Abuna because they're neighbours. Both cask strength, big sherry bombs. I think nowadays, in the years gone past, yeah, they were like for like. little bit of batch variation on both of them. But nowadays the Aberlour Abuna has just got far too expensive. It's up round about the £90 mark at the minute. I remember I could buy it for the same price as this, but not anymore. It's just too expensive. And if I was going to go out and pick one or the other, purely on value, I think I could probably get almost 2 bottles of these for the price of the Abuna nowadays. So that kind of prices the Abuna out of me now. I'm quite happy to stick with the 105s. If I had a spare £90, don't get me wrong guys, I would pick up an Abuna because they're just beautiful sherry bomb whiskies. But the price just holds me back for pulling the trigger. If you've liked the video, just give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to like and share and hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to dive in and consider becoming a Patreon, folks, I'm going to pop a link on the end. If you want to join up, check out the links. I'd love to have you on board. But other than that, until the next time, guys, I'm Alan, I'm the Whiskey Friend. And as always, don't forget to send good whiskey down the hatch and the pleasures in the sharing. And I'll see you next time, folks. Cheers.